Welcome back, everyone. Moving on to the next word problem. So we're told that in a jar, the sum of 5 times the number of dimes and 3 times the number of quarters is 168 coins. The difference between half the dimes and 3/4 of the quarters is 0. And we're asked what's the total value of the coins in the jar. So what I'm going to do, introduce two variables. So I'm going to let x equal the number of dimes in the jar. So this jar has dimes and quarters. Y is going to be the number of quarters. So this is the number of the actual coins, not the value of them. So in the first sentence, we're told that the sum of 5 times the number of dimes, so 5 times the number of dimes, so 5x, and 3 times the number of quarters is 168. Right? Remember, this is the number of coins. This is not $168. It's 168 physical coins. And then we're told the difference between half the dimes, right, half the number of dimes, and 3/4 of the quarters is 0. And then we're asked, what's the total value of the coins in the jar? So notice first that we have to solve for the number of each coins. And then once we know the number of each coins, we can get the total value. Now, some questions, they may just ask for the number of each type of coin. But this question is going a step further. So first we have to solve for the number and then calculate the value. So to solve here, what I'm going to do is, first off, I'm going to take this equation, get rid of the fraction. So I'm going to multiply everything by 4. So notice when I take this multiplied by 4, I'll have 2x. If I take 3/4 multiplied by 4, I'll end up with 3. And then 4 times 0 is just 0. So this and this are the exact same thing. This is equation 2. This is still equation 2 as well. And now notice that we got this 3y here, and then we have negative 3y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take equation 1. So this is equation 1. I'm going to put it right below. Because now what we can do is we could add both of these lines, and then notice that the negative 3y and the positive 3y, those are going to cancel out. So you don't necessarily have to go that route. You could do substitution, elimination, whatever you want. Just notice that 3y, negative 3y, those would cancel out. So if we add both of these lines, the y's go away. We'll have 7x equals 0 plus 168 is 168. Then we could divide both sides by 7. So x would end up being what? 24? Right, 168 divided by 7 is 24. And then what we can do is we could solve for y with either equation. Let's do it with the second equation. So we'll have 1/2 times 24 minus 3/4y is equal to 0. We could have also used this one here, but I'm going to use the original. So this would end up being 12 minus 3/4y. I'm going to bring the 3/4y over to the right side to make it positive. So that would be positive 3/4y. And actually, instead of writing 3/4y, I'll write 3y/4. So then we could cross multiply. So this would be 48 equals 3y. So then y would be 16. Right? Divide both sides by 3. Y is 16. So notice that there are 24 dimes and then 16 quarters in the jar. But remember, that's not what they're asking for. They're asking for the total value of the coins in the jar. So what we got to do, so what's the value going to be? Well, we know that each dime has a value of, if we keep this in dollars, it has a value of $0.1. You could also put this in cents. So if we were calculating this in terms of cents, this would be 10 cents, but I'm going to keep it in dollars. So the value of one dime is $0.1, and there are 24 dimes. And then the value of 1/4 in dollars is $0.25. And there are 16 quarters. So notice that what we would get here is $2.40. That's the value of 24 dimes. And then 0.25 times 16 gives us $4. That's the value of 16 quarters. Add those up. Total value in the jar is $6.40. Okay, so that's the final answer. So first we have to find the number of each coin, and then we can find the value.